And not just any brownies, but the brownies and dessert person. Quite literally, no space. No space, but that's fine. We're working with it. Okay. Gotta warm up the arms again, I guess. And deliver. Ooh, that's pretty good. What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. Yes, we're finally back with some baking content. I really just am not working with the algorithm in terms of like picking one niche and sticking to it. I'm just doing what feels good, and if you like that, cool. If you don't, bye, I guess. So you read the title. We're going to be baking tonight, and really I'm just kind of giving you a glimpse into a typical weekend evening of baking. I'm not just doing this for the video. This is real life happening in front of you. So I don't typically choose to bake late at night. I just enjoy doing it when my partner is working the night shift because I'm by myself, it's me, it's the cats, I'm not leaving the house. So what better thing to do than to participate in one of the few things that brings me so much joy, and that is baking. And because it is a Saturday night, we're gonna have some wine too. So it is like 7:30. It is 8:15. So there are 3 things on my to-do list for today, and in retrospect I would have started this video a lot sooner because one of those things is prepping some sourdough that the whole folding process is going to take like 4 hours. So I guess I'm staying up late tonight, not doing anything else, so I guess that's fine. But we will be making some sourdough, or at least the dough. I can't bake it till tomorrow. I'll also be starting some pizza dough, just like the Polish. Again, the pizza dough will be made tomorrow, but the biggest, or the thing that we will actually be baking today, is brownies. And not just any brownies, but the brownies and dessert person. If you guys have been around for a second, I'm sure I've said a bunch of different times that Claire Saffitz is the queen, my queen, the loveliest lady. I've met her before. I don't know if I've ever said that on this channel. I've met Claire Saffitz before. I'll insert a picture here. Lovely lady. Obsessed with her. Anyway, we're making the malted forever brownies. I have not made these before. Before we get started on the brownies, I do absolutely just need to start the sourdough right now because it's gonna take so long. So let's start there first. So I have already fed my starter. You can see that it has risen a little bit. It probably doesn't look much, but in a mason jar that's this wide, this is definitely good enough. It probably could go longer, but it's definitely gonna be fine. So I fed my starter this morning. So it's actually been sitting for about 8 hours. So this is like prime time right now. I'm not sure if the camera's picking this up, but there are people outside like having a little bonfire or something, and our windows are open, and as soon as I stopped talking, they just started clapping, not because of me, for what they clapped for something else, but it felt like they're clapping for me and my sourdough. You see, it's a Saturday night and I could be outside socializing and making friends, but no, I'm in here being the introvert that I am and baking and drinking alone. It's fine, we're thriving. Right, all this has like got to go somewhere. I don't know where. Okay, so for the sourdough, I'm going to be following actually Claire's method. It's the only method I've followed. I've started a whole sourdough series. This video probably won't be a part of it just because it's not like focused on the sourdough, but I've posted a couple of videos about getting my starter ready, my first sourdough loaf, all that. I've continued to use Claire's method every single time. I would like to venture out to other recipes. Right now it's just not the time for that. I need to like hurry this shit up and get this made. So that's what we're doing. And in true Claire fashion, I'm just gonna do a random assortment of flours. So I have everything written down in a notes app, just like everything else in my life. So first things first, we're gonna do auto leasing. So 500 grams of flour. I change it up every single time, but I normally have been doing like 75% bread flour, 25% whole wheat flour. But today, I think I have, oh my gosh, I can't reach. Okay. I'm embarrassed. I have a tiny random little bit of rye flour, so I'm gonna just throw that in there just to get rid of it. 37, 38, 36, 38, 37. I need a new scale. 37 grams, we're gonna go with it. So let's see how much whole wheat we have. So we're looking for 252, or you know, 260 is fine too. All right, so we have our lovely flour combo. And 400 grams of water. Just looks like mud water. Oh shit, okay, next steps I should have prepped for. I need to cut up some butter, I need to cut up some chocolate, I need to drink some wine. Oh my gosh, quite literally no space, but that's fine, we're working with it, okay. All right, let me update you with where we're at because took a little intermission, not an intermission, I was working hard. I chopped up some sweet chocolate and I put that into the mud mixture, cut up the butter, put that into the mud mixture, and then put the oil in, and now it's on a really sketchy looking double boiler situation. What am I even supposed to be doing? I, Captain Claire. All right, we got our granulated sugar, we got our dark brown sugar. It's already starting to look like brownie batter. I mean, why wouldn't? Because that's quite literally what it is. Add the whole egg yolks, and vanilla. Whisk vigorously. If you'd like to know something tragic, I had 4 perfectly good little eggs in the little fridge that were ready to go for this recipe, and I went to go take them out earlier just to, you know, make sure I had enough because I need 3 of them. And I found out that they were frozen, and you know, when liquids freeze, they expand, and so the eggs cracked. So I had to get rid of them. Anyway, so they need 1 egg. Truthfully, these eggs feel very cold, which is concerning. I mean, I'm happy that they're not frozen, but like, I turned the temperature down in our fridge, so I don't know. Oh, there's literally a whole shell in there. That's fine. So what am I gonna use the egg whites for that I'm saving? Oh, I'm so happy that you asked. Well, there are pretty much 2 options, both of which are irresponsible. If you didn't know, I'd be using eggs and irresponsible in the same sentence. But the 2 most logistical but also irresponsible options would be to 1, use them to make a really fabulous whiskey sour, which just means more drinking. Not tonight, I won't do that tonight. It's, you know, it's a long weekend, perhaps tomorrow on Sunday. Or I could make some eggs for breakfast tomorrow, a little egg white omelet, a little egg white scramble. The irresponsible part comes in on that because I have like an egg allergy intolerance. My body doesn't like eggs. It rejects eggs. I eat them anyway. Y'all ever just like taste vanilla extract? Not good. Not good. Gotta wash it down, I guess. Time to whisk vigorously. Didn't know it was arm day. Add flour, malted milk powder. Not using that. And whisk slowly until everything is combined. Then whisk more vigorously, come on, until the batter is very thick and full, 45 seconds. I gotta warm up the arms again, I guess. And deliver. Alright, Claire, I hope I whisked to your liking because it's about as good as it's gonna get. If you must know, yes, I did just cut up the chocolate bar on a paper towel because I already got the cutting board wet, and God forbid I get out a new cutting board and wash off the other one. Nope, using the towel method. How do people hold large bowls? Okay, so brownies are in the oven. In the meantime, I don't know how long the auto-least dough mixture has been sitting, but it's been sitting long enough. I'm gonna add in 100 grams of starter, mix it up, and then begin the folding and waiting process. Battery died. Switch to the phone. There's background noise. I'm air frying fries, which will be my 10 p.m. dinner. Filled up the wine. Brownies are done. And I'm doing laundry with, which is right there. New York apartment life. Laundry's in the kitchen. If you hear a noise, I apologize. But anyway, brownies came out of the oven. I mean, they look okay, I think. At some point in time, the oven just like turned off. So I turned it back on, and yeah, they ended up baking for probably about 30 minutes. Actually longer, probably like almost 45 minutes because the oven turned off and I wasn't sure, but like I did a little poke test with the chopstick. Hopefully they're not like too dried out or anything, because that would be Hello? I literally just washed this hoodie. Hopefully they're not too dry. I mean, worst case scenario. The thing about brownies is, you know, if you do overcook them, then you just like heat them up, put some ice cream on it, and it's gonna be good. Or you do that even if they're not dried out. So I'm here for it either way. I also have the sourdough. I just did its first fold, so I think we have 3 more to go. I'm gonna break it up by like every 30-40 minutes instead of every hour because it's 9:58 and yeah, I don't want to be up all night tending to that, so we'll see how that goes. Pizza dough I didn't end up doing because I make this mistake every time. I think that for the pizza dough recipe that I follow, I need to just make like a Polish mixture, which is just flour and water and a little bit of yeast, and then you let it sit out on the counter till tomorrow, and then tomorrow you make the dough and do the whole thing. The folding is very similar to sourdough, and I went to go look at the recipe and that's not the case. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is the bread book, pizza dough book that I use a lot. I do this a lot, and typically for bread, you would make the Polish the night before and then make bread loaves. So that's what I'm used to. But for the pizza dough, you don't make a Polish. You mix it all, let it rise on the counter for like 12 hours, and then divide it, and then it's ready to go. So it's a little bit of a different process. I didn't feel like doing that. I am gonna make pizza dough. I'm just gonna make it tomorrow. So I'll still try to film a little bit and show you guys, and obviously, of course, show more finished product of the sourdough. I'm also, these brownies need to sit out to cool for an hour, and then Claire recommends putting them in the fridge for an hour. Helps with like the texture or chewiness or something, I don't remember. But I'll likely just leave them in the fridge overnight, take them out tomorrow morning, cut them, try it then. I would be a little more upset about not eating them right away, but because I have french fries, it'll be fine. So I'll try this tomorrow. So I'll insert clips at the end of this video in a few seconds to show, you know, status updates. But assuming this may be my last current time check-in, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you had fun. I had fun mostly, minus staying up pretty late, but it's okay. I do genuinely enjoy like the nights that I have the apartment to myself. I can just bake and do my thing. It is a lot of fun. After this, I'm gonna go enjoy my fries, enjoy my wine, catch up on some YouTube, and it's gonna be a good time. So thanks for coming on this journey with me. As always, more baking content to come, and I will talk to you soon.